So today, Major Jesse Stewart and I are hanging out here at the USSA Center of Excellence with the future of the sport of skiing, snowboarding, and freeriding as the USSA Rookie Camp's underway. And the reason we're here is pretty simple. The USSA Military Mentorship Program is a very, very strong program within USSA, connecting military mentors with our athletes. And our organization, American300, takes athletes to visit troops serving around the world.
I was introduced to Rob Powers from from the Warrior Tours at the time, and I was starting up a foundation to raise money for fallen soldiers' families, and we ended up merging together and creating what is now known as American300 Tours. And what we do is essentially bring world-class athletes to soldiers, airmen, Marines, sailors, and we bring them here, as I am here today, as a wounded warrior. And we do that in order to try and develop the relationship between the military and world-class athletes, in particular, hopefully future Olympians.
One of the greatest aspects to bringing wounded warriors to this camp is that we can look at these athletes and say, you guys are representing. You're representing the USSA, you're representing your country, and you got a lot of troops that are counting on you not to screw it up.
So the speech is really going to kind of center around, how the American300 came about and how I came to the American300, in hopes that these kids can realize the impact that they can have on the men and women serving overseas and protecting our nation. And so the hopes is that we instill a seed in these kids' head that when they do become Olympians, when they do become medalists, that they eventually come out to these bases and do these tours, hopefully with us down the road.
I never imagined how much of an impact, my efforts and athletic pursuits would have on others, but it means a lot to me to know that if I'm ever out there, in the international stage, that I'm racing for a larger community and for my nation as a whole.
Of course, I work a lot with young athletes and people who are involved in sports at all levels, just in my spare time, but I guess I never really considered how much of an impact we could have on people all over the world who are huge fans of us, and we never really get to meet face to face.
Hearing the stories about the Warriors and Army, and what they go through is inspirational to me about what I need to do in ski racing and realizing that when I go out there racing, I'm racing for more than just myself, and I'd love to give back to that community as much as I can.
Hey, Luke Bodensteiner, the Vice President of Athletics for USSA, said it best a couple years ago when he said, the core values of the USSA are really pretty much the same as the core values of our armed forces. And to have a program that connects amazing athletes that are following a value structure that just aims in the right direction, along with our armed forces members that are doing the same, and allowing these two groups to come together and share and learn and exchange with each other, it breeds excellence. And that's what this program's all about. It's about being the best that you can be as an athlete, and in the case of our armed forces members, allowing these amazing athletes to get out on bases around the world and not only say thanks, and thanks for the duty, the service, the sacrifice, the commitment, but thanks for representing.
I'm definitely inspired by the people that are inspired by me. Like, it's crazy that it's like we don't even know each other, but it's like a bond already, and I want to feed off that these guys are like looking at me on competitions, and I'm like totally inspired by that, and I'm inspired that they're serving our country and they're fighting for our rights and stuff like that.
So in terms of what we hope to instill in these kids is just a desire to give back based off the God-given gifts that they've been given. And that's what I've tried to do since I was forced to retire due to injuries, is take my early retirement and what I've been blessed with and give back to the community through the American300, through various other organizations, whether it be taking people fly fishing up in Colorado where I currently reside, or whether it be coming down to speak to future currently world-class athletes, but hopefully future Olympians. And that's mainly what we're trying to instill here, is just a method of partnership that they feel the desire to move forward down the road. So if you want to find out more about the American300, you can go to our website, www.american300.org, and that's 300.org, or you can like us on Facebook. Just search American300. You'll find us on Facebook. We're constantly posting on there, and you'll find all of our contact information on the website.